Speeding here in my neighborhood of Lansing has been a hot topic for years. I'm your Lansing neighborhood reporter Larry Wallace, but now there's some work being done on the state level to address the speeding problem.
Oh, there's obviously and definitely still speeding.
Speeding on Armstrong Road is still a major problem. We were here just a few weeks ago after a speeding car smashed into a parked one, putting residents like Loretta Stanaway on alert.
I'm just a little more cautious, perhaps, particularly when I'm backing out of my driveway. People come out of nowhere. I mean, you can look up and down the road, think you're clear, and start backing out, and boom, a car is there.
Fed up with the speedy drivers, Loretta says something needs to be done about it, which brings us to the state capitol.
We need to make sure that when we're setting speed limits, we do so with all of the roadway users in mind.
That's Eric Dean. He's the legislative director for Representative Bradley Slaw. Slaw introduced House Bill 4012, which was signed by Governor Gretchen Whitmer last week.
One way, and the main way to set speed limits, is by the 85th percentile speed. So that's basically the top speed that 85% of drivers or below are going. So in the past, the language said that the speed limit established by the 85th percentile had to be set to the nearest 5 mile per hour increment.
But House Bill 4012 changes that.
What our bill corrects in that language is it now says you can set the speed limit to within 5 miles per hour of the 85th percentile. So if the speed limit, like I said, was 37.6, the law forced that speed limit to be set at 40 miles per hour. So you can now set the speed at either 35 or 40, most likely 35, because that's not going to be above the 85th percentile of 37.6.
The City of Lansing's Public Service Department will conduct traffic speed studies to determine the new speeds. Meanwhile, residents like Loretta are hoping the changes are enforced.
If the police can enforce the speed limits, then they mean something. If they can't enforce them, don't have the staffing to enforce them, then it's kind of irrelevant.
A good point made by Loretta. Enforcing is very important. Now, I did reach out to the Lansing Police Department to see how they planned on enforcing these changes. However, they were not able to provide me with a comment or statement by the time this story aired. For now, reporting here in Lansing, I'm Larry Wallace, Fox 47 News.